Welcome back to my channel. Recently on social media, on my Facebook page, we've done a poll. And anyway, I ended up talking to one of my followers about reading for yourself. It started off about journaling and it wound up being talked about doing tarot readings or the like for yourself. Now, I've been reading the cards over 30 years. So I started off reading the cards with normal playing cards back in the, I don't know, the 80s. And then eventually found a tarot deck and learned the tarot. So I've been a student of the tarot for over 30 years. Anyway, a question that came up was about being able to read for yourself. And there's so many trains of thoughts around this. Some readers or some teachers of the tarot say you should never read for yourself. Like they say you should never buy your own tarot deck. I don't fully hold with that. My thought around reading for yourself, I personally can't read the tarot for myself. Because you know what? I cannot be objective. When the cards come out, and it's possibly because I don't connect in like I do when I'm working with a client. So when I'm reading for myself. And so I pull the cards out and I look at them and go, no, I don't like them. Don't like what's coming up there. And I sort of view it like reading my stars in the paper, in the newspaper. And I don't engage with it. I don't connect with it for myself in the same way that I would when reading for a client. And I do, so you can't have that objectivity for yourself. And this is where I think that the theory of not reading for yourself comes from, which I completely get. Now, if you can step back and be objective and tune into yourself and the cards, there's no reason why you can't read for yourself. But what I want to share with you, which is something that I do for me, is that if I'm sort of trying to really untangle a problem that I'm struggling with, or I want to have some clarity around a situation, I will use a selection of cards. Now I did this yesterday, and oh my God, the clarity that came through was incredible. Now I used Oracle for this particularly. So I used my own dragon cards, then a couple of other decks. And what was the beauty of it is the message that came through each card, although they were written by 3 different people, the message that came through each card dovetailed beautifully into the next card, and it created a picture. And so here's just a thought. So obviously there's this is a small part of my card selection, collection, should I say, got obviously my cards. The Goddess Power by Colette Baron-Reid. Can you see that? The Goddess Power cards by Colette Baron-Reid. Goddess Dream Oracle by Wendy Andrews. This is my newest set, actually. This is Kyle Gray. Now, I don't do angels per se. I did back in the day, but they're not on my radar in the same way like they were on my radar like the dragons are now. But I don't work with them in the same way that I used to. Anyway, I saw this, and it's the artwork that drew me, as it frequently is. And these are really, really good. They actually brought a new guide in for me, which was really, really interesting. Suddenly the penny dropped using this deck of who my guide was, this new guide was that had turned up. So that was a few weeks ago. So there's the Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors, fabulous deck. Oh, these are by Eloise Burton, the Money Alchemist. So if you've got money struggles, these are these poke, but they're useful. So they're very good. Another deck that I turn to on occasions is this one, which is the Folktale Oracle by Hannah Willow. And again, if you follow Hannah Willow, you'll know her artwork and her jewellery and stuff like that. And then one of my tarot decks that I use this one, it's got dragons in. This is the Celtic tarot deck by Christopher Hughes and illustrated by Chris Down. So if you want to do a reading for yourself, feel into, if you have a collection of Oracle and Tarot, feel into which deck you need to work with. And I would say choose three separate decks. I wouldn't choose 3 tarot. If you're going to use the tarot, I'd pull 1 tarot and 2 oracle or 3 oracle. And you can follow your own intuition and feeling around the cards if you're an intuitive. But what I would say is actually also use the guidebook, because this is what I did the other day, and this is what I found really interesting, is the message that was contained within the guidebook was so apt, it actually smacked me straight between the eyes. And so, you know, get yourself into a space that's where you're quiet, choose your decks, shuffle, one will either flick out or choose one, however it works for you, and then look at each one in turn and the message that's there. Now, if you get any extra messages, then fantastic. But what you should find is that each card links really beautifully to the next, and it gives you a complete message. And that is one way to read for yourself. And I found it extremely useful. I'd love to know how you get on and what your favourite decks are. And yeah, do let me know, because yeah, reading for yourself can be a bit tricky, but this way it makes it really simple without it doesn't overcomplicate it, but you get a really clear message from the cards, because you'll always be guided. You'll always be guided by spirit, by your dragons, whoever, whatever, however you work with, whatever energy you work with, you'll be guided. So good luck, and do let me know in the comments how you get on. Right, big love till next time. See you later. Bye.